Hello my friends, today is new kit day for The Sims 4, which may or may not be exciting for you. At this point, new kit day is not even a big deal. Like, they just keep coming. But we've got another pack coming out for The Sims today. It's called the Blooming Rooms Kit, or as I have been calling it, the Blooming Onion Kit. I take comfort in coming up with better names, in my opinion, for Sims packs, like mosquito stuff. Blooming Onion. Blooming onions are this thing from this restaurant called Outback Steakhouse in the US. They basically like cut an onion like a flower and then fry it in beef fat, actually. So I don't eat them, but if it weren't for the beef fat, I mean, it'd be pretty good. So the Sims 4 Blooming Onion Kit, you get it. Anyway, the Blooming Rooms Kit is supposed to come out in like 60 seconds. So we're gonna check it out, obviously. I think I'm gonna like this one. I'm basing this off of just my assumptions on what's gonna be in it. But I feel like right now, without having seen it, I'd rank Cottage Kitchen, Country Kitchen, that one first, and then the Blooming Onion Kit second. Just like purely based on things that appeal to me that I think I'll use a lot. But we'll see. It is, of course, again, $5. Don't know how worth it it'll be. I guess that kind of depends on how much you value this sort of stuff. I still feel like kits are a little bit on the pricey side. I think we can all agree on that. It's always fun to get new content, but it just adds up so much. I said this before in my video on the announcement of the kit, but I do think that Blooming Rooms, Blooming Onions is a pretty good concept for a pack. Like, I feel as though plants kind of are universally appealing, so maybe it'll be good. Oh, she's out. The Sims 4 Blooming Rooms Kit. Green thumb not required. Bring the outdoors inside with lush greenery that breathes new life into any space in the Sims 4 Blooming Onion Kit. Fill your Sims home with cheerful, peaceful plants. From dangling vines to decorative propagation stations, a perfect tranquility awaits. Oh! Shelving, tables, and even light fixtures become living decor with the addition of enchanting foliage. Delight in a lush, soothing atmosphere of growth all around with unexpected leafy details and natural beauty. Potted and hanging plants transform any room into a small slice of paradise. Vibrant vegetation even takes the place of curtains and wall art. With so many verdant colors, it will feel like living in a literal greenhouse. Vibrant vegetation even takes the place of curtains and wall art. I read that at first as curtains and wallpaper, and I was like, you don't need to tell me you're not including wallpaper in the pack. I get it. But then it says wall art. So they've got, like, I assume wall plants, hanging plant, we got it all. All right, I'm loading in. I have kind of high hopes, I'm not gonna lie. I think this is probably some of the most excited I've been to see the items in a kit. We obviously saw that screenshot a few days ago that leaked. This one, this screenshot, but it was like a lot to look at. It's easier to break it down when you can see them individually. We also have this second screenshot. Ooh, well, there's the plants that take the place of curtains. Interesting. Okay, let's go check it out. Okay, no pressure. We got an empty lot and a lot of plants to see. Ooh, there's actually a few wall ones. I've just been dying to have more wall plants and like hanging plants, so I'm very— oh my goodness, look at that one! Twee Tea Planters by Symergy Tea Sensations. Into tea, into plants. These old tea canisters would have wound up in the trash, but here at Symergy Tea Sensations, we believe in second chances. Oh, they're upcycled tea canisters with snowdrops in them. That's so cute. We also have a wall of little vases. This wall of vases is perfect for plant lovers, plant admirers, plant daddies, plant queens, or anyone looking to fill an empty void in their life with plants. Why did they say plant daddies? Why did they do that? They're both a bit expensive, 225 simoleons. This fantastic Mr. Fern's only 95, so that one's more doable. Oh, that is pretty. I really like this item. This reminds me of an item from The Sims 3, but I mean that as a compliment. It's taken me back a little bit. I like that. That's really nice. I'm gonna use this a lot probably. I don't think I'll use this one as much. It feels like it's got a very specific sort of style to it that makes it harder to like blend into other places, but it's kind of nice. And this one, I love this little tea one. I can put this in so many kitchens. I can feel it already. I'm gonna use this one all the time. Ooh! Look! Oh, okay. That item is a contender for best one. I know it's only like the third item, but I really like it. Okay, we also have this of glass and greenery. Ooh! It's like a console table. Comes in a few nice colors. I like that one a lot. That's a nice one. I kind of wish the glass wasn't so green. Like the glass is very blue in a couple of these swatches, but like that's better. That's more of a clear glass. I like this. I love the hanging. That costs 450. Ooh, that's pricey. We've got a matching end table. I don't know how often I'm going to use this either, but this could be cool patio furniture maybe. I just don't really foresee myself using plant furniture. I'm more looking for plant clutter, you know? But it's got some nice swatches. This kind of thing, this little stand, this one's only 100. This I can see myself using a lot. It's got some nice swatches too. Oh yeah, I'll be using her all the time. I can tell already. Oh, greenhouse shelf. Okay. Green home greenhouse shelf. Yeah, I'm going to use this a lot, I bet. This has some really nice swatches too. With the pastels. Here's a propagation propagation station. Oh, it's only 60 simoleons. I got a little bit ahead of myself, sorry. There's so many swatches for like such a simple item. Even the leaves change colors. This is a houseplant hobbyist shelving. So it sounds like you can put stuff here, but the rest of it is included. This is a pretty nice item. This is gonna be good for like setting up your gardens and stuff in The Sims. I can feel myself using this on a lot of houses, like in the yards. I love the like more rusted parts of the metal too. Oh no, the answer none of us wanted. I was wondering when I saw the photo if this item was gonna be all together or if it was like separate little pieces. It is all together. I like it. I like the swatches. I think it's got some cool options. This was the color that was in the thingy, so I wasn't sure if it was separate or not. I like some of these swatches. I don't hate it. I just don't really use this sort of stuff that often. Like we have a lot of these wall shelf type things and I don't really use them very much. I have a hard time finding a spot for them. Oh, and it's 850? Yeesh, that is expensive. That is a fancy shelf. I just realized that we have ceiling plants. Of course I need to put them inside so we can hang them from the ceiling. What am I thinking? Okay, we do have a couple ceiling lights, it looks like. Or one. We have one ceiling light. I wasn't sure about this guy when I saw him. This was in that photo as well. I mean, it's nice. Obviously, you can't really use that on short wall height. It's very tall. I like it. It's 85 simoleons. String of pearls lamp. It's nice. I think that you could find spots for that. I just don't see myself using it all the time. Okay, we have this hanging plant. This one I've really been looking forward to. This is like a dream come true. That is exactly what I wanted out of this kit. This is perfect. Nice plant, few swatches, super usable, like realistic. It's simple. It fits in a lot of places. It doesn't have any weird like hot pinks, you know? This is great. And it's only 75 simoleons, so you could put that in your houses. Like you could actually use it. Oh my God, look. This is the one with the super cute pots. Oh, this one I've been excited about. This is really good. This is a good item. Look at the little piggy one. And it's only 85, so you could actually use this in your house too. Oh, look how tiny. Why is that 225? It's so small. How does it size up? Well, it sizes up pretty well too. I'm totally down for tiny plants. This is great for putting on shelves like as decor and stuff, so I'm not mad that it's small. That's a good thing. And it's got great swatches too. Oh yeah, okay. We also have this Sunny Days citrus tree. It's a visually appealing citrus bush. Looks like we've got a few different kinds of citrus as well. We got like oranges and lemons. I like this. This looks like a really good patio item to me. Like I can see myself using this on patios a lot. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's good. This is a great simple plant. Oh, I'm not really sure about the texture. You know, look at that compared to this one. Maybe it's just that swatch. Yeah, I like that one better. I do love that though. I'm gonna use this one all the time. Why does it have to be 250 simoleons? I want it to cost like 100 so I can put it in my starter homes. This one is really usable though. That's gonna go in like all my builds. I'm dying to have more plants like that. Just more simple, regular house plants, you know, like normal decor. Ooh, this one comes in a stand. Oh yeah, I really like this one. That's really nice too. Oh, the colors are good. We also have this little tiny plant, 300 simoleons. They must be in some fancy pots. Yes, oh, these are nice swatches too. Okay, this is perfect. I know I keep saying this, but I've just been longing for more simple plants. Like we have so many flowers in The Sims 4 right now. I'm dying for more plants like these that you can use as like filler plants on shelves and stuff. We got a desert rose, adorable desert rose bonsai. Ooh, this one's pretty fancy. I don't know how often I'll use it. I do like the colors though. That's the thing, right? Like a couple of these are a little bit more like unique, and so they're harder to fit into like every build, whereas this little tiny plant with the black vase, like you could put that in a house like 15 times, you know, but you might use this one like once in a build as like sort of a showpiece. It's nice to have a combo, but I prefer to have like loads of the little basic ones. We also have this therapeutic ficus. Whoa, it's big. Interesting vase as well. Look at that. Huh. Oh, it's got some nice swatches of the vase. Look at that pink one. There's a lot of dusty pinks in this kit, it looks like. We need more of that. Some of the pinks, you know, the Sims 4 base game pink, that like hot magenta color. Yick. I need some more dusty ones like this. This is a nice tree though. I like that. Okay, we also have this plant cage. Whoa. We could see this in that screenshot that leaked, but I didn't really realize how big it was, or like the nice stone on the bottom. This is pretty cool. I feel like this is the kind of big item you could use as like a divider somewhere. And you know what? It's like right the size of a wall as well. So you could really use this to like divide a room. That's interesting. Ooh, it's got moss. Oh, wait, the swatches are cool. Look at that. The different colors of the base and the pots too. This one excites me. I like this item. Okay, I also have this. Oh, that's a standing lamp. That's cool. It's got like the Monstera leaves in it. All right, that's an interesting one. I can see myself using this more than the hanging like ceiling light because it's kind of a cool combo and you can like stick it in a corner somewhere, you know? How much is it? $2.15. Okay. We also have this little, they call it a biophilic room divider. That's great. If you wanted to have like some nice lively little things in like a small apartment space or something in The Sims, this is pretty good too. And it's got fun swatches. Oh, I like this one. Do you know what? I think that's one of my favorite items in the kit. That's a good one. And then we also have these vine curtains. Do you know what? That is an interesting one. I am really excited about this. I can just picture so many cool things that like the talented builders will do with stuff like this. You can make some really cool like cottagey overgrown type stuff. This is a good one because you could put that outside as well if you wanted to, you know, like around a window in the front of the house. You could put it inside a greenhouse. Like you could do so much with that. All right, well, I think we've looked at all of the items from the kit. Here they all are in this room. I think there's a good mix of some big furniture and some little plants. I think I would like to see some more little plants, but I always want to see more. And I also think that I was right in my suspicions that I would really like this kit. I can just see myself using a lot of these items very often, which is what I want out of it. You know, like if you're gonna buy a kit, if you're gonna buy like a $5 thing for just some items, you want to use those things a lot to make it worthwhile. And I feel like I'm gonna use these plants in my builds all the time. Sorry, my Twitch mods. My friend Hope is freaking out about these curtains. Hope also does my closed captions. Hi, Hope. And one of the other ones said that they bought Country Kitchen when it came out and they haven't used it since. To which Hope said, same, I'm owning the idea of it, like an NFT. Oh no! How many of you have bought kits that you just haven't used since they came out? I'm so sorry. Oh no. To be fair though, I think that these kind of things are a lot easier to incorporate into your regular builds. Like when you're gonna use a thing like the Country Kitchen kit, you need to have like a country kitchen to put it in, but you could put these plants anywhere. So I feel like this is one of the more usable kits. These kind of things could fit into like most of your builds. And you also don't need to be a builder to like this. Like I think that like the Industrial Loft kit and even more so the Courtyard Oasis kit were more designed for like builders. Like Courtyard Oasis had things like spandrels and stairs and trims, and that's not a thing that you would use if you weren't like super into building. But I feel like this kit could appeal more to the average player who just like decorates their kitchen, you know, or like decorates their Sims bedroom and might want some more plants to put in. You don't need to be like a super builder to use this stuff. I like it. I'm looking at it and I like it. I think in particular, these two wall plants, top tier. I really like this one. This shelf, I really like. This little plain shelf, I really like. All the small plants, I like. You know what? Everything. I like everything. I'm pointing out the big stuff. I think I'm not gonna use these that often. I like the idea of them. I just can't really see myself using these shelf items that often. Just because like, where are you gonna put that, you know? That's not gonna like go in your bedroom. I mean, it might, but for the most part, these things are not super versatile. Whereas like tiny plant is perfect. This is my new best friend right here. I can just tell already. Me and you, we're gonna be seeing a lot of each other. All right, I'm good. I think this is an official Simsie stamp of approval on the Blooming Onion kit. I like this one. If I was not a YouTuber, I would probably still buy this one. There are a lot of packs that I would not buy if I didn't make Sims content every day on YouTube. Like most of the kits I probably wouldn't be interested in. This one I think I would. So if that helps you decide, obviously at the end of the day, it is up to you and like, do you think you're gonna use this? Because you might not. These kits are more niche. They don't really appeal to everyone. Although, like I said before, if any kit's gonna appeal to a broad group of people, I feel like a plant kit is a pretty broad one. Like I think a lot of people like plants. You might not all be super into industrial lofts, but I think we can all agree on plants. Now I'm excited to build with it. I'm gonna stream on Twitch tonight building with the kit. I don't know what I'm gonna make. I just decided like I'm gonna build with it later, and I was waiting to see the kit first to kind of decide, but we're gonna do something with the kit later today. So I'll link my Twitch channel down below. It's twitch.tv/lilsimsie if you want to drop by. Maybe like a plant loft or a greenhouse. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Let me know in the comments, do you like this one? I feel like, and I'm assuming this here, I feel like more people will like this one than some of the other ones, but I might be wrong about that because I like it. So I'm just assuming other people will like it too. So I'm kind of curious to hear your thoughts. But with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. I post Sims content every day on this channel on YouTube. So if you want to subscribe, feel free, and I'll catch you all tomorrow. Bye everybody. I keep thinking about that hanging plant. I'm getting some ideas. I'm daydreaming, I'm not gonna lie.